And so the Corinthians had one problem after another. But there are some real spiritual nuggets in the book of 1 Corinthians. Let's go through some of those now. Let's start with our calling. In 1 Corinthians 1, verses 26, beginning, where the Apostle Paul writes, verse 26, 1 Corinthians 1, "For you see your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But who has God chosen? Who are we?" Oh, well, some of us may kid ourselves and think it says not many wise, so I happen to be one of the wise, someone might say. I'm just one of the few mighty that's been called, one of the few noble that's been called. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things that are mighty. We don't have any presidents or ex-presidents here, do we? No movie stars, no sports stars. They're all out playing their sport on the Sabbath. None of the intellectual elite. They're too smart to be here. No Michael Jordans, no Kevin Durant's, no Barack Obamas. Go on, no movie stars. Not many wise, according to the flesh, and not many mighty, not many noble are called, but God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. So God gets all the credit. And the base things of the world and things which are despised, God has chosen, and the things which are not, to bring to nothing the things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. The wise and the mighty and the noble are going to be aghast one of these days that God did a work through us that weren't the wise, mighty, and noble. But of him, verse 30, you are in Christ Jesus, who became for us wisdom from God, and the righteousness and sanctification and redemption, that as it is written, he who glories, let him glory in the Lord. And so any improvement that we make, any righteousness that we have, any holiness that we have and are, all goes back to God, and he gets all of the credit. We just need to be instruments in his vessels in his care and direction. And God has things in store for us that we've never thought of, that's never even entered our minds. Verse 9 of 1 Corinthians 2. 1 Corinthians 2, verse 9. But as it is written, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him. We've not thought of, we've not dreamed about, we've not meditated about some of the things that God has in store for us. Is going to be better than we have even dreamed or thought it is. How does God have a kingdom that's going to increase forever, and peace is going to increase forever? When we get to the end of the book of Revelation, there's the new heavens, the new earth, and the new Jerusalem, and then what? Then what for the rest of eternity? I want to be there to hear what the rest of eternity is going to involve. And I know you do too.